In today's video, I'm going to talk about a simple mental switch that has improved every area of our business and can really help yours. So years ago, I tried to start an agency and I failed miserably. There are a lot of reasons why I failed, but easily the biggest one was I didn't know how to price my work. I'm so ashamed to say this now, but I was barely charging anything above what I was paying my team. If I was paying them $50 an hour, I was charging $65 an hour. And I thought I was doing good. I made about negative $15,000 doing that for a year. More importantly, I let down every single client, and I burnt out a couple really good developers. You see, I never had money. Up until a couple years ago, I was the poorest professional person that I knew. And because money was so scarce for me, I projected that scarcity onto my clients. And I assumed what they cared about more than anything was keeping the costs low. But I was wrong. What clients want is for their needs to be met. They want to get their projects done, and they want them to get done right. Don't get me wrong, they don't want to spend more than they have to, but they want to get their projects done. They want to get their needs met. Now, we already know this about the things that we buy. For example, I bought several cheap computers over the last 10 years. And I got to tell you, every single penny that I've spent on a cheap computer was a wasted penny. In contrast, I've spent thousands of dollars on nice Macs, and I've never regretted spending any of that money. The Macs meet my needs, and therefore I, and apparently millions of other people, would gladly spend the money on them. Now, your customers, they don't care about your price as much as they care about you meeting their needs. And if you meet their needs, they will gladly pay you what it's worth. I wish I knew who told me this so I could thank him. But the light bulb went off for me when I heard this phrase. Somebody said, "Charge enough so you can keep your promises." You see, I thought I was doing my clients a favor by keeping costs low, but in actuality, I was hurting them because I couldn't keep my promises. I couldn't hire the best people. I couldn't use the best tools. I couldn't make sure that there was margin to get us through the tough times. I couldn't give my full attention to a project because I was always hurting for money. And when I understood that raising my prices and making a reasonable profit were actually helping my clients, it was like the chains fell off for me and our business. We could actually start making money, and more importantly, we could really start helping our customers. Because rather than running a skeleton crew and working them to death, I could hire more people and give them the structure that they needed to succeed and to thrive. Rather than being one slow month away from closing the doors, we had the margin to deal with the setbacks and make sure that we were still around to help our customers months in the future. If you're starting an online business, whether it's a service like an agency or a SaaS, be sure to charge enough that you can keep your promises. Do your customers the favor of having enough of a margin that you can handle support requests and give them the attention that they deserve. Charge enough so you can keep your promises.